I don't trust my own notebooks. I always study from my textbook.
If they are from small city or village, they usually don't know what they are capable of.
In that train, I was saying like, this is God, TIFR is God. I was hopeless. You are getting your salary, so you should be here. You can't take. You are like an like employee. Yeah, I also remember that day. Like, sir was taking his bike and like, sir, I want to get into TIFR. Like, if you just prepare from last year paper or like just prepare equations, that's not enough for TIFR or just. I always get good feeling while doing TIFR questions. Yeah.
So if you get into that enjoyment, then this exam preparation stress will not be there. Like,
I have to study from textbook. I won't trust my own notebooks. I won't trust anyone else's notebooks. So everything they'll take care of. You just have to study.
yeah.
He said every TIFR student after getting admission, they should give TIFR exam every year so that they can say, okay, I am still eligible to be in TIFR. Like that. Yeah, like some things you have to sacrifice. Like, see,
without sacrifice, you don't expect some miracles. That elected on this won't end at all. Welcome to SN Bose Physics Learning Center. So today we have our previous student Alvin with us for this interaction session. So I have waited for this moment actually. I have a lot of questions to ask to you. And maybe students also have a lot of questions to ask to you. So whatever I know about Alwin, okay, he was our previous batch student. Okay, he came from somewhere from Kerala, and he cracked the TIFR-GS and cracked the screening test, interview, everything. Okay, now he is doing integrated PhD in TIFR Mumbai. Okay, so now let us start getting now more about him. Let us start asking him questions and all. The thing that I remember about Alvin is before joining the course, when he texted, sir, can I do that one or not? I told him that you leave mobile, you use keypad phone. If you leave smartphone, you can do it. Like that I told. I just thrown that words quite randomly while chatting on WhatsApp. So he took that one seriously. While coming to classroom course, okay, he came with a keypad phone. And motivated by him, 2 to 3 more students started buying keypad phone. That shopkeeper was quite surprised. Why they are buying keypad phone while they are having smartphone? Yeah, so that was the bit of story. Now we shall start, understanding, okay, as a whole, who is Alvin? What is his background? What was his motivation to come and to this level and all? Alvin, first of all, thank you so much for joining this one. Welcome. Now, could you please tell us about your childhood, native place, and schooling?
Yeah. So I'm from Kerala. In Kerala, it's Kasaragod district. So I finished my till 7th standard. I was in a government aided school, a Malayalam medium, and then I went to a technical high school. So I finished my 10th in a technical high school.
What is the technical?
Actually, it's a thing in Kerala. There are some schools where they are teaching some engineering kind of we'll have some engineering drawing. Also, we'll get to choose two electronics, electrical, like that kind of workshops.
In high school?
Yes.
Oh,
so
nice.
I was fortunate to get to know some of the engineering stuff. I was into those also, but I wanted to study physics more. So I thought, okay, I'll do science afterwards, like that. So the technical high school was more of I got much more practical knowledge into I got much more practical knowledge from my high school itself. Like that.
So is that state government?
Yeah, state government. It is also government school
nice.
Actually. Yeah, it was actually very close to my house, but that was not the reason I went there. I was like, okay, I want to go there. I want to study this stuff. So I went like that. Yeah. So I finished. I took 2 courses there, electrical and electronics. So I finished. I got certificate on both of those things.
Okay. It was ordinary high school syllabus along with extra thing or what?
But extra things are there. Actually, in 9th class we'll have 14 exams and all. So, but we don't have biology, Hindi, and 1 second language, Malayalam. We don't have that. Instead of that, we'll have engineering drawing, general engineering, and this workshop.
Okay. So then class 10th exam was similar to other?
Yeah, all the papers which are similar to other schools, that will be same. Other, they are conducted by technical, Kerala technical department. They make the paper and give us that.
Then could you please tell us about your family, native, where you have grown up?
Yeah, my place is a very rural area. My father is a social worker. So, and my mother actually, she's a housewife, but she actually finished her, she's doing her degree now actually.
Oh.
She wants to complete her degree. So she's doing her degree now.
That environment is there at home, right? His mother at his age, she's finishing degree means that's a different environment at home to study or to pursue knowledge.
Yeah, she actually didn't finish her SSLC, so she was like, okay, I want to do that now. She finished her SSLC, then we say plus 1, plus 2 for her secondary. Then after that, she's doing now degree.
Oh, that's so nice. Yeah.
Then I have 2 siblings. I have a elder sister and younger brother. Elder sister, she just finished LLB. She's practicing now, and my brother is just joined for engineering. He's doing computer science engineering.
Okay.
In Kannur Engineering College, government college.
Okay. Now after your class 10th, you took science because you already exposed to some science or technology part. After class 12th, why didn't you go for engineering? Why you choose basic science?
Yeah, actually engineering was not there in my mind. Like as a child, like teachers will ask, okay, what do you want to be? I don't know how that thought came from me. Like I always say I want to be a scientist. I don't know how that came to my mind. I always say everyone I want to be a scientist. So that thought was there always. It was there in my mind. Like okay, I want to be a scientist. So whenever I take I actually didn't care for exams and I want to study. So I actually read NCERT every time. My friends will be studying from notebook like teachers gave. I don't like that. I don't trust my notebooks. That's the thing. I don't trust notebooks. I think okay, I'll miss something. So I'll study myself. I read NCERT and study myself. I don't know, that may be a trust issue. I don't trust my own notebooks. I always study from my textbook.
Okay.
So always that habit was there. So I want to be a scientist. I read textbook. I want to know more.
Okay, then you joined degree college in Kannur or where?
It's under Kannur University, but in my district only. Just in Kasaragod. It's a university, Kannur University College. There it was fine actually. Classes were fine. Comparing to Kannur University or how science is taught in Kerala, comparing that, it was good actually. But I was not actually satisfied. Okay, I told you I want to be a scientist. And the input I was getting was, I felt like it's not enough. I should not be here. I always felt like I should not be here. I should have tried more and got into some other. Actually, I wanted to join IITs, but that time I was not able to crack the exam. And I was always
after class 12th. After 12th.
Then I was like, okay, I should not be here. I actually tried for Delhi University, but that time lockdown was there and all, COVID was there. And actually I made some mistake in the admission process. In Kerala, we give aggregate score, 11th and 12th together, but Delhi University only consider 12th score. 12th score. So I was actually eligible on first cutoff. I didn't know that. So if you're eligible in first cutoff, they won't take you in second cutoff.
Oh, okay.
So that everything was messed up. So I thought, okay, I'll join Kerala only. Father also told it's very polluted area. You don't go there. You do it here. I was like, okay. Then I started doing it, but I regretted that actually. I wanted to go do somewhere else.
You should have gone to Delhi University. Okay.
I was feeling that always. So I was like, okay, I'm not getting input from here, so I will start myself. I go to the library. I read textbooks. I like reading textbooks, so I go to library. I read myself. No one will be there in my classmates won't be joining me. I'll simply go there and read textbook. That's how I learned.
Okay. So now I heard Kannur University curriculum is quite good, like BSc as well as MSc curriculum. Could you please tell us about it?
Actually, it's more like they're including standard textbooks. That's a very good thing. Some university, they have their own textbooks and all, but so the students are not exposed to actual standard textbooks. So we had actually for electrodynamics, we did from Griffiths. Most of the topics we learned was from standard textbooks. We didn't have a preferred textbook for the university. So for me, that was a good thing because I didn't know much of the textbooks. So I will just go through the reference textbooks in the syllabus. I'll go to the library and take that textbook and read. So that's how I was introduced to more textbooks. And for me, that was a good thing. After coming here, I realized Sari is also teaching from that textbook. That was a good thing for me actually.
Okay. Now, Kannur University used to conduct BSc exams.
Yes.
college used to deliver lecture like curriculum, am I right? So while conducting exam, whether they used to ask any Griffiths problems
Yeah,
or something?
Actually, they ask Griffith's problem. Like they will have, but not the problems. They ask example questions. So it's actually easy for the student
Easy.
to crack. Yeah. Exams were like that. Yeah.
But at least if someone asks a problem from Griffiths, students should open the book, am I right? At least that environment was there.
Yeah, that is like people will be studying from notebooks. Maybe that notebook don't have that problem. He won't be able to answer.
Okay,
like
but
that.
they used to ask problem from Griffiths in BSc exam.
yes.
That was the very good thing because universities control a lot of colleges, curriculum and all. So when they set proper curriculum and question paper, I mean, students' lives will change actually.
Yeah.
So it's a very big responsibility. So I had a Kannur University student in my first batch, I think.
Okay.
Now he did masters in Mangalore, but BSc in Kannur University. I mean, he told me at that time only, Kannur University curriculum is very good. Okay. So it's nice to hear that. Okay. So before coming only, you already exposed to textbook. You already loved reading textbooks and all. So you already had that mindset as well as quality. That's very good. So now, how did you find us?
Actually, I don't know. I just searched randomly many like where I can study and all. Like the thing I got connected to this instead was again textbooks. Like I went through SAR's site and I was reading through the whole thing.
Wait a second, 1 second. So when he says SAR's one, okay, that is he's referring to me, okay? So that is the Malayalam language stuff actually.
Yeah.
Am I right? So they say when he says SAR's that one, he's referring to me usually. It's a Malayalam language stuff, am I right?
Yeah.
So first time, not only you, many Kerala students, when they say, Sir told that Sir is teaching that one, am I right? Like that they told, which Sir is telling here? So because they were referring to me, in their language it is like that. When he says Sirs, that he is referring to me. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I mean, because there are many other people from various places, they should again.
I'm not aware of that actually. It's normal to me.
It is we occasionally use in Kannada language also, but very occasional.
Okay.
But in Malayalam, you guys use very frequent, very frequent, like quite indirectly addressing. Am I right? So you use more frequent. Yeah. That's just for clarity. Yeah.
I went through SAR's site and like it actually matched with how I study. So Sir was saying like Sir is teaching from standard textbooks. So I was like, okay, that's how I also study. So this should match, but I don't know how. Like, see, I'm trusting someone who I don't know. He's in another state. Like, I don't know him. Like, but I trusted him. Like, okay, I don't know what was in my mind. I have to convince my father that I'm taking a gap year and I'm going to Karnataka, not in Kerala. But the problem in Kerala is like they are not teaching any classical mechanics, stat mech or anything. Like they are teaching from previous year questions. I don't want that. Like I don't want to study some questions and like prepare for the exam. I want to study physics. So it's like whatever Sir gave in that side, I blindly trusted that. Okay, I thought, okay, this will be good. I don't know. Something was in my mind. Okay, this will be good for you. Then I texted Sir. Sir was like, okay, you can do. But he told me like already classes are started and he told me to join fast because he was starting electrodynamics. So Sir always say I'm an 8-month student. So I came here for 8 months. Like I'm not a 1-year student. I'm not a 6-month student. I'm 8-month students. Like that.
Okay. You joined maybe March, April?
Actually I joined in May. Yeah, May 1st.
Okay, but your curriculum was finished by May?
Yeah. The thing is like our curriculum finishes in the month of April. Like that.
Oh, that's very strict deadline, am I right? Yeah, that was quite advantageous. So soon after BSc you came here.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Your curriculum finished in April, exams and all.
Yeah.
Soon after that, when you searched for that one, you came here. Okay.
Before that, I actually searched it and I texted Sir during my exams and all. So Sir told like you join as soon as you can. So I joined like that.
So, okay, I just texted back to you like if you leave smartphone, you can do it. You took quite seriously.
Yeah, like there was a series, Kota Factory. I don't know, maybe some guys have watched. Like in that also, that guy uses.
So keypad phone. You mean keypad phone?
He was using keypad phone and like that.
In Kota Factory series, web series. Web series?
Yeah, that is also a coaching institute kind
of
series.
I heard that one, but I didn't see that.
Yeah, I watched the first season. Like, okay, maybe I can also do that. Yeah.
It was in Hindi, am I right?
Yeah.
How did you watch?
Subtitles.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a problem for me in Mumbai also. I don't know Hindi. Always I have to say, I don't know Hindi, sir. Like, sir will be making some joke in Hindi. I was like, I don't know Hindi, sir.
Okay, okay. Yeah, that's nice. You took it seriously, and while coming back, I think you had handset also, or you
Yeah.
bought handset.
No,
here.
I brought it from home. Like, one week was test week for me. Like, I have to adjust to the keypad, right? I was using smartphone for a long time. So I before coming here, 1 week I used keypad phone. Then I came here like that. I
So
left the phone.
after you came here, 2 to 3 more students went,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they also
Yeah,
bought
nowadays
the
was
phone.
very much inspired by me. Yeah.
One more question regarding this keypad phone. The main thing is how did you used to pay and all, because now this UPIs are inevitable.
Yeah.
Am I right? I mean, we have to do UPI payment.
Yes.
How you used to manage
First
it?
few months I was using cash only. Then money was there. Money was there.
Okay.
We use Splitwise app. Maybe you guys know. Like,
Uh-huh.
we'll just put in how much I owe him. I'll pay him by the month. Like,
You had your smartphone at
No,
your
no.
room.
no. I left it at home.
Oh.
I didn't bring. I don't trust me. So I left it at home. Then I came here.
That's a very smart decision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After TIFR exam, I
Is
brought
it possible to send money by message or something on
now
keypad
there is
phone?
some, but it's like little complicated.
Complicated.
Yeah.
So money used to use some locking software. It used to lock his mobile
yeah,
or
money
something.
used to do that.
That's also fine. Yeah.
Yeah, money is another student. Money, not money.
Hmm.
Like, like we are saying money. Maybe these guys don't know.
Okay,
money.
okay. Guys, Mani Bharati is another student. Okay, with the same batch. We already posted his
interview.
video interview session.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So nice. Then when you came here, okay. So what was your target? Either just IIT or somewhere or TIFR?
In my mind, everything was TIFR. Like, I tell everyone knows here, I want to join TIFR.
Okay.
Everyone who comes here, I was like, okay, what do you want? Like, they'll ask, okay, what you're preparing for? I say TIFR. But I always have plan B, C like that. I don't go for just, okay, plan A, this is the one. No, I know that's not practical. So I had plan B, plan C. Like, okay, if not TIFR, okay, I'll do good in JAM or even if I don't get that, there is a KUSAT in university in Kerala, maybe that or CUT, Central University. I was like, okay, maybe if I can't do that, I will go for that. But those were like, I want to stick to plan A, but there was plan B, plan C. Like,
So since he joined bit late, I was asking him to focus on JAM or
Yeah,
something.
yes,
I think, isn't it? Because
it is difficult. to
it is
cover,
quite
yeah.
difficult. But I still remember his face just outside this one, sir. I want to do
Yeah, I told you that.
so TIFR like, and he did it. Like, I mean, how to say? Not only just a goal. Okay. You used to work hard towards that goal. That was very appreciable. Yeah, and that's very nice. Now, I mean, my question is, you were quite village background, am I right? Some small city. In your BSc also, you didn't have exposure, am I right?
No.
Having TIFR target, okay, how did that came? I mean, what? I mean, even though students are capable, but they will restrict themselves. If they are from small city or village, they usually don't know what they are capable of, and they will keep restricting themselves. Somehow I will crack something. I mean, like, so state level exam, like that, they will restrict themselves. So being from that small city, small village, how did that what do you call?
How did you fix that target? How
Yeah, inside. I mean, I want to go to the top institute. Am I right? In the country. I mean, how did that came?
Actually, my teacher said, you don't focus to TIFR, like, it's difficult for you. Actually, my teacher told that actually. But then I said, no, man, I'll prepare for 1 year. I'll see what happens. Like, after seeing SAR's like syllabus and all, I was like, okay, I can plan like this. Okay, I'll finish classical. I'll finish StatMech. Actually gave, like, during my last year of BSc, I gave the TIFR-GS exam. It was quite tough, but for me it was very nice exam. But the feeling of writing TIFR-GS exam is very different. Like, you'll feel, okay, this is very good question. Like, you get a feel for it. Like, it's not just it's not like other exams. Other exams will be like, okay, you know this equation, you know this stuff, okay, you can do. But TIFR exam is like, even if you don't know the equations and all, like, you will be able to do. I didn't know much of the equations or anything, but by some arguments, some thoughts, I don't know, I was able to crack some questions. So I was like, okay, if I prepare, like, okay, I know SAR's plan. If I adapt to that plan, okay, I think, okay, maybe I'll be able to. I don't know. It's, like I said, I don't know how I made my mind. I was quite determined. Okay, I'll crack TIFR. If I come here, I'll crack TIFR. That was in my mind. And first 3 months, I was like full focus. After that time, you guys also maybe feeling like after studying long time, you'll have some issues and all. But still, I was able to go through that. Like I had some good friends. Yeah.
Okay, before joining the course, before TIFR-GS, you attended that December TIFR-GS, am I right?
Yes,
Before
sir.
joining the
Yeah.
course. Yeah. So, but still, I mean, in that place, okay, I think you are the only one who attended TIFR.
My friend attended. They were like, okay, just some random exam like
Random
that.
exam,
Yeah.
okay.
Just giving that exam like that.
Hmm.
Actually, my classmates don't even know. Like in Kerala, many people don't even know about TIFR.
TIFR.
So there is one senior in TIFR. Like he said, okay, he cleared TIFR and IIT-JAM. Then he said to his teacher, he's joining TIFR. Then the teacher asked, "Oh, you didn't get IIT?" Like she don't know TIFR is like more into research than IITs. He was like, "Okay, TIFR is not." She don't know about TIFR. Like that, many people in Kerala don't know. Look, I came to know from some YouTube video. He was saying there is no fees. There is no. I was actually interested with that. Actually, there is no fees in TIFR, and you'll get much stipend. But after that, I researched myself like how TIFR is and all. Like in their site, you can see like we only admit students who are much more motivated and like in that site they have given something like you should be more motivated into doing research and all. Like we only take that kind of students. So I was like, okay, I want to be that student. I want to join like that. Yeah, I don't know how I made up my mind, but somehow everything went right. Yeah.
Yeah. So nice. Now, okay. When we used to take your interview here on the board, you used to somehow think like, I mean, think in all possible way. Like, I mean, you used to cross your head like this and think like I still remember, like come out with some idea. Like you had any problem solving ability before coming here?
Actually, I'm not used to doing problems like that. But after coming here, I realized, like I don't know, like I had this roommate Mani and Navneet. So they're like our skills are very different. Mani is very good at whatever he'll do that very good. Like whatever he studies, he's very good at it. So he's very good in problem solving, and he actually cleared ISER exam and all. He was in ISER. So for me, I'm not that good. I'm not that fast, or I'm not that good at problem solving. But my quality was that I'll come up with some way, some different way. I don't know, because I told you that I don't remember equations and all. Like I don't like to remember equations and all. So without that, how can I solve? I will come up. That actually matches with TIFR-GS exam. Actually, you don't need to now also in our semester exam they allow us to bring a cheat sheet. Like we can write every exam like equation in that we can bring, but that won't be useful in the exam. Like the exam questions are like that. So we can still bring. They're like, yeah, you bring, no problem. Open book, you bring. We had an open laptop exam for the programming. So exams are like that there. I don't know, but yeah, I was able to come. Okay, I'm not able to solve in this way, but maybe I can do some other way. Whatever I know, I will apply those theorems or like whatever concept I know. I try to apply that. I don't know. Somehow it works sometimes. Sometimes we think out like Sir had this plotting course and all. Those kind of skills actually come handy in these problem solving skills and all. But I'm not very fast at doing that. I take time. Sir used to give me some time to do those things. Sir also knew that I'm doing questions like that. So actually, Sir used to give me that kind of question, like thinking. What is sir? Like yeah, kind of intuitive. Like it's not like just writing the equation and solving. Like intuitive questions. Sir used to give me that to prepare for TIFR. I guess Sir was giving me those questions.
Yeah. So nice. And while doing the course, you used to watch most of the videos most of the time.
Yes.
Maybe half of the course you watched videos yourself, and maybe half of the course you were in the class because you had your own plans and all. Because you joined in the middle, you
Yes.
couldn't sync with us actually. You had that what you call concentration to watch 1 hour, 2 hour video or lengthy video.
Yeah, it's quite tough to watch that much time actually. But see, first few months you will be able to do that. Like, okay, you will be full concentrated. Okay, 2 hours, 3 hours, you don't care. Like, okay, you can watch that. You'll make notes. After some time, yeah, you will be tired. You will be burned out and all. But actually, after some time, I stopped watching lectures. I was like, okay, I'll prepare whatever Sir is teaching now. Then during when I think November, I started revision. That time I started watching again. So actually, Sir was taking StatMech that time. I didn't attend StatMech. I told sir, I want to do revision. So I started doing revision myself. Like my first goal is TIFR, so I can't take risk on that. So I have to prepare and I have to do revision. So I was not attending StatMech class. I told him like after some time he'll be teaching electrodynamics. So I don't have to attend that because I already attend that. I told him, sir, I will. Sir is always logical person. Like you say, I don't attend. I want to do revision. He won't say, hey, that is not like don't want you to do that. He want you to attend the class. But I said to him, sir, I won't be doing now. I'll do after TIFR exam. I'll be having some time. Like when sir is teaching electrodynamics, I will study StatMech. So that is give and take.
Nearly half of the course he did using video lectures only,
like that.
Actually.
But actually, StatMech, I was not able to I was able to do it, but not quite good because last year just exam was like I think 10 questions were from StatMech, and that was the reason why I didn't clear just exam. Like I was not very comfortable with StatMech actually, but other questions were comfortable. But they asked 10 questions from StatMech, and I was not able to clear just exam. Anyway, you will be getting burned out and everything, but I think that's why classroom course is much more better than online course. Like, I always had Manivardi, Navaneet, and Sham will be there. Like these people kept me motivating. Vidushni was there. Like Vidushni is quite good at problem solving and all. And Vishal was there. Like our team was very good. I was able to, even when I'm burned out, we'll go for coffee. We'll go for like some walk. After we had fun learning here actually. So I was fortunate to have a good friends with me. Yeah. That was also a reason I think I was not burned out.
I think that StatMech course, it was 6-month course, am I right? 1 year, I taught almost all courses, but 6 months last time it was delayed actually.
Okay.
I mean, you missed the StatMech. We covered that one first, I think. Quantum mechanics was covered in the beginning of that 1 year course. So after quantum mechanics, usually I'll pick StatMech. Okay, we were doing electrodynamics while you were coming. Okay, I got it.
I attended quantum mechanics. That was actually good. Like many questions in TIFR-GS was from quantum mechanics and all. I was able to do all those questions. Actually, some questions we did in a class that was asked in, like we said, sir, it was like sir made the paper. Like many of the questions were from our class actually. Like it's like we designed the paper. It was quite good for our students actually.
I mean, they were also referring the same standard textbook and design the problem out. Not the same, but they used to design the problem out of it. So that's nice. I think this time also it was similar, am I right? I hope so. I mean, like, the questions are designed out of the textbooks actually.
Also in TIFR-GS, actually, if you sit and like go through 5-year paper, you can actually predict questions. I was actually predicting questions. Like I knew this question will come. I told Mani, there will be one question from OPAM. There was one question, like for 5 marks. I knew like TIFR, they're only making their questions. So if you sit and go through 5-year questions, you can actually predict some questions. What will be asked next year? Like at least the topic, not the questions, but the topics you can guess. Like they used to ask from diodes and all, but after some time they stopped that. Now they are asking from OPAM. So you can guess, there will be one question from OPAM. Like that you can guess TIFR.
But you should know how to solve the problem. Like not like the same question repeated.
Not like that, but topics you can guess.
You should have a depth in that topic. Like any tricky question that they can throw in that topic. You were already aware of TIFR, am I right? I mean, TIFR is the top institute that many people at your place, at your age, they are not usually aware of. Like IITs are better than TIFR, like that they think for basic science.
Actually, I was like, since I made up my mind, like I want to go to TIFR, I was like, I went through all the sites, like whatever ICDS site, TIFR, every institute under TIFR, I went through their site and I went through all the services, like whatever they are doing and all. I fixed it in my mind, I want to go to TIFR, I want to do this. I knew like how their coursework is. I knew that they are getting stipend, how much stipend they are getting. So whenever some other guys used to give interview, sir will ask, how much is your stipend? I used to answer from behind, like, sir, the 21,000 for first year. I-PhD, how much? I knew that. Like, I went through all those stuff. Like, whenever when I was here, they released 2023 who and all got selected. I went through the list. I knew, 8 students were selected. I still know how much students they got, like how much students got in that year to ICTS and all. So I used to stalk them. I used to stalk TIFR website all the time. I knew whatever they are doing and all, like all those things. They had this MSc exit option. I knew that. So one guy was during his interview, he was saying that. I was also saying, like, sir was confused. Like, sir was surprised by that, but like, you can leave after 3 years. So I didn't know, like, TIFR give you MSc and there is an option for exit. So I said, yeah, there is the option, sir. Like, I was like, authority, I was saying like that. So I knew, yeah, I was fixated on TIFR.
Now, how was exam hall experience? You didn't have a scaring, I mean,
Yeah,
like,
I was quite scared.
messing up in the exam hall.
Yeah, because when
I think Vidushan can explain better.
yeah. She's very quiet at problem solving, but she messes up in the exam. That's her problem. Vidushan is. So actually, for GS exam, I was able to do well. But I was not sure whether I will be called for like next stage. But I was okay. Did good. Like after discussing with Mani, I was like, maybe I won't be called because Mani answered a lot of questions, and I was like, I didn't answer that much. But I don't know how TIFR does this. We always have that talk how TIFR select for GSX through GS exam. Like, it's not very straightforward. They don't give your answer sheets and all. But anyhow, I got into that. Next, the written test, I was quite scared actually. Like, there is an auditorium, it's fully air conditioned and all. It's very cold in there. Like, after I got the question paper, I was like, nothing was coming to my mind. I was like, man, I'll fail this. How will I get through this? Like, I was so scared. I was like, okay, this is done. My dream is yet done. Everything is done. Then I went to toilet. Then there, I was like, okay, I can do this. Like, that problem like this. I don't know. After I took a break, I went to toilet. I was like, okay, I got this. Like, I was like, come up with some ideas to do the problems, and I was able to do those. And in the interviews also, like, I told sir, I messed up the interview. I called my father and like, it's God, I won't get in the interview. Like, interview was actually good for me because I prepared from previous interview questions and all. It was good for me. Plotting questions, everything was. I did all those big questions. I did well. Then one sir asked about one very very easy question, like how to find center of mass of a hollow hemisphere. That is very easy. You can, like, we do that question is asked for JEE advanced, like JEE mains actually. That is very easy question, and I was not able to do that. I don't know why, but I was not able to. After that, I was like, okay, this is done. I'm not going to get in TIFR. Interview is good. But I didn't, like, that time I didn't realize that. I answered some other questions. I didn't realize that, but in my mind it was like, okay, this is done for me. There was 2-hour journey from that institute to where I was staying. In that train, I was saying like, this is God. TIFR is God. I was hopeless. But yeah, I got it.
Okay. Yeah. Now, which part of our course that you enjoyed more?
I like Griffith's textbook, electrodynamics textbook. So whenever that comes, like, I don't know how many times I read that textbooks. Like, I read that one once during my exams in BSc, then after coming here again, then during 2 times revision, I revision for TIFR-GS also, IIT-JAM also. I like that course very well. And quantum mechanics also, that was very nice. StatMech was also nice, but I was not attending the class actually. Classical mechanics was a little bit of a problem for me. Now after coming to TIFR, I learned it. We learned from Landau. Landau was a very difficult textbook since I did from SARS class, but it was okay for me. Like, first of all, doing Lagrangian and all, like, I didn't know how to adjust to that kind of mechanics and all. But now after doing, Mani was like, hey, this is very easy, Macha. Like, you can do it like this. Mani was always showing me, why are you going for Newtonian? You can always do like this. Mani always used to say that. And Mani used to teach me how to do in Lagrangian and all. So yeah, classical mechanics was a little bit of problem for me. And I was good with electronics because I was from technical high school. Electronics was good for me. So at that time I was doing revision because electronics was okay for me. So some students were struggling with electronics, but for me it was natural, like it was coming to me. So I was like, okay, I'll do revision that time. Yeah, I think electrodynamics was the one I enjoyed very much. I used to ask questions during different questions also. Like once in the class, I asked one question, sir was like, okay, that is very good question. You can make a question out of it. Like I was happy sir said that.
Since he already know, he was creating problems himself, like exam kind of problem himself.
So that was good. Electrodynamics I enjoyed a lot.
So nice. Okay. So you qualified TIFR, you had any JAM ranking?
Yeah, JAM I got 432 something. Yeah.
That was quite a bit of risk, am I right? If you didn't get TIFR, then you didn't have, because you focused on TIFR.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Just why you said, okay, StatMech was not done well. Okay. Because if you prepare for TIFR,
Yeah,
you should qualify just also.
yeah.
That's how our course,
course
targets
work is.
actually. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a little bit like actually there was like I got IIT Madras, but in the last section, last round. So before the last round, we have to make a choice that okay. Before that, I got IIT Guwahati. So you have to make a choice. Are you leave like you want to you want to reject this seat? If only I reject seat, I will be considered for future like if there is any promotion. But if I reject and I won't get any seat, I'll be out of the round. Like I won't be getting any IIT seat. But since I had the DAFR seat, okay, I took okay maybe I'll take a risk. Like I was confused like whether I should go for IIT or like. Actually, I was into I was into theory. I wanted to get theoretical department. I didn't get theoretical in TIFR. And then so I was confused. Should I take TIFR? Should I go for IIT? So I was like, okay, by this rank, I should get IIT Madras. But I don't know, somehow this year the counseling was a little difficult. Like before the year before that, 400 rank was enough to get into IIT Madras in third round itself. But this year I was not able to get that. I got in the special round. But then I declined that offer, and I think Mani was saying, "Why you are going for IITs? You got TIFR." Mani already took admission in IIT Bombay, and he was talking with his IIT Bombay physics department students and all. They said like they are going to TIFR to do their research. Like everyone is coming to TIFR, so why are you going after getting TIFR? Why are you going outside? I wanted TIFR, but I was confused since I didn't get theoretical. Then I was like, okay, I should be in TIFR. Since like Mani was like a kind of mentor to me, like so Mani's advice is yeah, so it was like this. So after Mani said that, I was like, okay, I should go into TIFR. Then I went to TIFR. Yeah, but that time it was a little risky. Like I was not getting proper institute in IIT also, not in TIFR also. I didn't get what I wanted. So that was a confusion phase. Like, but
so I mean, you wanted theoretical physics.
Yes.
That's why you were thinking, okay, I will do MSc in IIT.
Then go maybe
then
try
then
again
maybe try again for TIFR.
or go abroad like that.
But what I was wishing is, since you were quite creative, I mean, you can. You said now that I mean you are from technical high school.
Yeah.
Obviously, you would become very good experimentalist. So I knew that one. Like, okay, you may do theory well, but you were quite. I knew because when we were thinking about this, we were helping school for that Inspire project and all. You used to think in that way, like quite innovatively. So you would become good experimentalist. That's why I was pushing you to take up TIFR. So, but anyway, now okay, you had a once you joined TIFR, you had a plan to change the stream. So like after 1 year, you had a plan like I will go back to theoretical again.
Yeah. Like there is an option after third semester, if you are in top 30% of the class, you can change your department. But actually it's very hard to score in TIFR. That's the one thing. But again, like after going there, I talk with some theoretical students, like that kind of lifestyle or that kind of how they are doing the research, that I don't know. I'm not liking that. Like after reaching there, first month I was still okay. I was like, okay, I want to change the department or. But after some time, okay, I visited my lab and all. Their lab was very good. Like TIFR, our department lab was very nice. I was very interested, like okay, seeing those like instrumentation and all. I was like, okay, I like this stuff. Maybe I should go in this. Then I visited some more labs and all. Like we had some open day kind of thing. So like students from 9th and 10th student, they are visiting our TIFR and all. That time I visited some labs and all. And then like I was like, okay, this is good actually. I should go in this. So now I'm like, okay, I want to do experimental like that. Yeah.
Okay, maybe in your degree, college or something, you are not exposed to that kind of very good lab where whatever you plan that can be implemented. So that's why you may be quite
more into theory. I was reading textbook and all, like
obviously. That is the only standard thing you saw.
I was not able to do any internship. Like I didn't get any opportunity to do internship, and also like people did some internship in ISC. So after that, he was like he actually got me thinking, actually doing into like theory, like experimentally. He was saying what he was doing. He was doing something in superconductor. He was like what he was doing. Like that was actually interesting. But still, I was like, okay, I'll do theoretical only. Maybe I was thinking like, okay, maybe after some time I will shift from, if I don't like theoretical, I'll shift from theoretical to experimental after this 3 semester.
Once he said theoretical, I was quite demotivated. This guy should not go to theoretical. His mind will think in lab. I know that one.
Yeah,
Like-
some jugaad thinking. You need some jugaad thinking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking, okay, yeah, he is also saying like that.
Yeah, sir
Like
always
everyone
want to
has said-
motivate to experiment, because we have a lot of theoreticians. Sir is like, we should have more experimentalists. Sir, so sir always
Already a lot of motivation
Yeah.
is there on YouTube on theoretical
Yeah,
side.
theoretical sides,
Now
yeah.
I need to balance it, am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
experimental. Yeah.
Okay.
TIFR experimentalist. If you want to be an experimentalist, it's very good place to be. Like the kind of funding and kind of instrumentation we have, it's like it's very nice. Like people are coming to our institute to do research and all. That's very nice place to be. Yeah.
So now, can you please talk about TIFR campus?
Yes.
And teaching and
Yeah.
interaction with the faculties,
Yeah.
their expertise and all.
Yeah. TIFR is like very research institute. Like for me, like different from my college. Like obviously it will be different. It's a very research oriented institute. And I was like, okay, research. I didn't have. I don't know. I was thinking research will be very calm, quiet. Like you won't be stressed and all. After reaching TIFR, I was stressed. Like every day you'll have to do assignment. Like see, I just finished my BSc, so I'm in integrated PhD program. So I have to finish my MSc coursework and all. So first year it's like too much coursework for us. Like in TIFR, we won't be having any time. Even after reaching Mumbai, I haven't been to any place in Mumbai. I'm always in institute. Like, you have to do your assignment. If you lag, you'll be lagging for the whole course. Like you can't lag for even one day. You have to be like, actually after coming here, I become much more like regular person, consistent person. That actually helped me in TIFR. Like if you are not like, okay, you somehow cleared TIFR and interview because you are like, you have some born talents and all. But after reaching there, you should work on you should do hard work. Otherwise, you won't be able to survive there. Every day you'll be having assignments. It's quite hard to finish assignments on time. Like you'll have 2 weeks time, but the questions will be harder. Like you can't just copy from someone or like you have to do it yourself. You can discuss with your peer group, but still it will be hard to do. It's not very easy questions and all. And teachers are very nice. Like they know stuff. Like whatever they are teaching, they know. But
Rather than saying teachers, they are scientists, okay?
Yeah, they are scientists.
Anyway.
Yeah, they are very good scientists. That's the thing. Rather than saying teachers, like some are very good in research. They are not like I won't say they are very good at teaching, but they are very good researchers. If you ask any question, they'll say they'll be able to answer you. There was no question they were not able to. In my class, there was no question they were not able to answer. They will be somehow able to answer those questions. Some teachers are very good in teaching. Actually, one experimental, one sir from my department, he's an experimental. He was very good teacher. Like he was quite good in teaching quantum mechanics and all. Other teachers, the problem is that they think we are PhD students. Like they think like we know some MSc topics. But first month I was like, it was hard for me to cope up with that. Like I don't know some stuff. They will be teaching very quickly. Like 1 hour is like one subject will be taught for 1.5 hours. Our period is like that. So 1.5 hours, they can actually finish one chapter in Afghan. So that was quite tough for me. Like I didn't know tensor. So first class maths class, sir is teaching from tensor notation. I was like, I don't know tensor notation. How will I study? Then sir is like, okay, you guys don't know this. Like when we say that we don't know this stuff, they are very open. Like they don't mind that you don't know this. Like they don't, they don't bully you for not knowing stuff. They say, okay, we'll go back and study, teach from scratch. Whenever you say you don't know that stuff, but it's also a problem. Like you will feel like you are not like bright enough to study this. Like after reaching TIFR, you will obviously have like imposter syndrome. Like you will be feeling you are not good enough for TIFR. For me, it was like that. But actually, if you ask questions, they will clear your doubts. Actually, they are very good at in the subject. They are very good. Like obviously, they have done a lot of research in this subject. Like their publications and all, like it's a list. If you go through their list, like website, it's a list. Their publications and all. So, but you have to like make the courage to ask questions. Like if you stay like, okay, maybe he'll think like I'm fool, like I'm stupid. If you think like, okay, I should not ask this question, this is a stupid question and all, you will be lagging in the course. But I had the courage to ask questions. So yeah, after some weeks, I was able to cope up with the how they are teaching and all. And you have to study every day. That's it. Like how you are studying here in this institute, you have to continue that for 2 more years. Like until your coursework is finished. We'll have coursework for 2.5 years for an integrated PhD. So till that time, you have to be like that. They always, like seniors say, I didn't know why seniors were saying like that. First week I reached TIFR, I was talking to seniors and all. They are like, first year course will be very difficult. I was like, how difficult can it be? Like, but after the course was started, okay, I was like, okay, now I realize how difficult it is. So yeah, it is quite difficult. Actually, I don't remember his name. One guy from our institute, previous guy, he gave interview. He's in ICTS. He was saying like it is easy for him. I was also thinking, okay, it may be easy for me also after this coursework, but it was not like that. I had to do some hard work to match up the course pace and all. But now it's fine actually. Now I'm adapted to TIFR coursework. You have to adapt. Like when you're like, okay, I can't score much in this. Like our exams is like you don't just have to pass the exam. Like the evaluation is not just from the exams. They will consider assignments also. Like for classical mechanics, it's like 50% marks are from assignments, 50% from like 25% from end sum, 25 from mid sum. So it's not like just from exam you have to qualify. Also departments say, like teachers say, you don't have to, like it is enough to pass. Like it's not like you have to score more. Like it's very difficult to score in TIFR. So they also know, like many people actually fail in TIFR. That's not like many people don't know that. So people from IIT, actually students from IIT failed in TIFR. Like I don't know how that happened, but yeah, that it is also there. Like people are failing. You have to be consistent, otherwise you will fail the course. These are the truths from TIFR that people don't know. Like these are hard truths. It's not very easy in TIFR. It's hard, but you can always adapt to it. Like it's not difficult. If you put more work, you can also always adapt.
Such a way, I mean, they selected candidates such a way that they can do their course.
Yes.
It's not like it is not doable for them. Yeah. Otherwise, they will reject you in the interview only. Yes. They have done 3 level, am I right? One is TIFR-GS, screening test, after that interview again. Then they know that, okay, this guy can complete our course.
Do this course.
Otherwise, they will also not take the risk to take that student.
Yes. Okay. Yes, that is also there. Also, the coursework is very good. Like after you finish this 2.5 years of coursework, you'll be ready for PhD. Like this semester we had numerical methods, like probability and statistics. Like those kind of skills you need to do like PhD work. So next coming sem we have computational physics and like whatever courses they are teaching, that is like more related to PhD. Like after you finish the coursework, you should be able to do PhD. It's like they are improving our skills. The coursework I very much like the structure and all. It's very nice. So one good thing about TIFR is, okay, before one semester starts, they will give you syllabus, and there is something called drop test. So if you already know the syllabus, you can give a drop test and don't study. If you pass the exam, you don't have to study the course. You don't have to do the assignments. You don't have to give the exam. If you get 65 out of 100, you don't have to do the course. You will get the credits. So one guy actually he's just last year just first rank. He cleared all the courses. He just have experimental to do. So he's already in second semester. So that is very great.
So this is what I was talking about yesterday. I mean, let there be an exam. Whoever capable, let them qualify that exam and grab the certificate. So why they have to go through the same thing? Yeah.
They don't have to do, like if they know, they don't have to do it again. Why they should waste their time? They can do some elective course and like finish their PhD work much more quicker. So that's a very good option in TIFR. I like that very much. I'm also trying to, like next time we have electrodynamics, I'm also trying to drop that course. Like if I drop one course, it will be like I'll get much more free time. Like I'm not getting free time, so it will be good for me also. Yeah.
Yeah, that's very nice. Okay. So I mean, you had any laboratory work center?
We have like the thing is like we have MSc. We have to finish MSc labs. So this year we had like small experiments. So there won't be any guide or anything. There will be one paper about the how to do and all. But sir is saying like you can experiment yourself. So you have the stuff there. With that, whatever experiment you want to do, okay, you first do whatever is asked. Then you can actually experiment yourself. Whatever you want to come up with, you can try that. There is nobody to guide you. Okay, you have to do this. You have to do that. Don't touch this. Don't touch. Like it's not like our college. Like you're much more free to do whatever you want with the equipments you have. You can experiment yourself. Also, they won't tell you what you have to do. If something is not working, you have to figure it out yourself. They won't give you anything, not a clue. Like they say, okay, you try again, like that. They won't be giving any hints or anything like. But they may give some idea. Okay, that may be not working because of this. But they won't be spoon feeding you. Like you have to come up with everything yourself. That was quite nice. But still, the MSc lab equipments were not that good. It was maybe, I don't know, maybe because there was no like someone to take care of the, like we are only handling those stuff. I don't know, maybe because of that. I don't know, like MSc lab was, you expect something from TIFR, right? I don't know. It was not to my expectation how TIFR lab will be. It was a small room and all. But next time we have long experience. That is like we have to do experiment for 1 month. That'll be a very big, much more better experience and all. Next time we will be having that. So that is like much more like you are doing a short project, like that. So after that, you will be having projects and all, like then your laboratory hours are done. Second semester is
Okay,
done.
by the time you complete your master's kind of course, you will be skilled enough to do the research.
Yeah, we'll have 2 projects actually. So
During masters.
masters you have to do 2 projects. Some like otherwise you will be doing only 1 project, like, but we have to do 2 projects. And if you are actually taking the MSc exit option, you have to do 3 projects. Like you have to do another 1-year project, like that. You have to finish in time. Like the timing is like 3 year you have to finish and exit. But if you are not able to finish that 1-year project, you have to do that, and unless you finish, you can't leave. So you have to finish that 1-year project. And if it goes like 3.5 years, you have to do that there. But you won't be getting stipend or anything. You have to finish that.
Okay, will people do that one? Like,
It's actually risk. Like, okay, after you are getting an MSc exit from TIFR, what other institute in India will go? Like, you're leaving from the top institute, like you have to go to abroad.
no, I mean abroad, yeah.
Yeah, that's the only option. So you have to spend some time to get, spend your CV and all, send your CV to other institute. You have to wait for some time. Like, yeah, you have to manage that also. You have to manage your 1-year course. Some people are doing actually COVID batch students are doing. Most of them are leaving from TIFR. Like many are leaving this year. I'm also like
to abroad.
Yeah, they are trying to get it abroad. Like so, but I want to see like where they are getting and all. If you finish your PhD in TIFR, you will be getting good research, like institute for postdoc and all. But if you leave after MSc exit, I don't know where you will get and all. Like I have to see how like my seniors will perform.
No, I mean, since courses are very rigorous,
Yeah.
and TIFR have its reputation, I think they will be absorbed to some top institutes.
But the problem is our CGP will be very low. It's quite hard to score in TIFR. CGP will be very low. That may be an issue. Otherwise, yeah, like you said, like our reputation is very good and all, you should get.
Yeah, that's nice. Now you enrolled into atomic, molecular,
atomic and nuclear and atomic. That's
nuclear and atomic physics. So you had any exposure to that field?
Not really actually. Like I had these courses, but I'm not very good at those courses. Like, but I went to actually in my department, it's some miscellaneous topics are also there. Like optics are also in my own department. So like semiconductor also have some optics branches, but some topics are in my department. So actually there is one guy doing in quantum cryptography and all. That is very quite interesting. And the thing is, he's already he have enough people around him. Like there is no vacancy under him. So there is another sir. He's doing atomic physics. I'm now visiting some labs in our department, and the problem is like I said to sir before, some professors from my department is retiring, so that's an issue. But still professors are there. They see now I have semester break, so around 1.5 months I don't have class. So that time they are actually telling us to stay in the institute and visit the labs, like talk with professors. So we have to do projects we have to do 2 projects. So don't wait until the project time comes. Like you should be aware, you should be determined under whom you want to do the project and all. So they are saying if you know already you want to do PhD under him, do project work under him, you do it as a starting of your PhD, so you can finish your PhD easier. So this we are having this 1.5 hour semester break so that we can visit our labs and all, talk with professors and come up with be sure about what you want to do in PhD and all. We are BSc students, we don't know, we are not much exposure to experimental or theoretical, so we have to visit labs and
So nice. Now you will most probably go to atomic physics.
Yeah, I'm thinking, but nuclear is also nice actually. Like the thing is, I only visited now atomic lab, so I have to visit nuclear lab and see how it is and all.
Okay, nice. Yeah, somehow you are liking experimental
Yeah.
physics now. Yeah, I'm happy. No, I would be happy anyhow, but not as happy as now.
Going to theory. Like,
Because
yeah.
the already enough people are motivated towards theoretical
Yeah,
physics.
theoretical.
Okay, let me balance.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, nice. So now, what are your future plan? Okay, you most probably will plan to do PhD in TIFR
Yeah,
only.
yeah.
After that, you have planned to go abroad and have postdoc.
Postdoc, yeah. That is the plan, or maybe I don't know. After PhD, if I'm like, if the instrumentation is good and all, like if I am very good with instrumentation and all, maybe I'll try for some industrial job. Or
Industrial
something.
job. Okay. Yeah.
Like that. Like again studying like first month of day I was like I'm not studying again. Like postdoc I'm not studying again. But now I'm like okay, now it's fine. Like first month was very very
Okay. Now you used to
now
do that.
I'm
one.
used to like okay, maybe I can do a postdoc, but I'll see like
It
how it goes.
becomes
Yeah.
your lifestyle.
Yeah. Also like you'll be in your 30s while doing postdoc. You have to like kind of think about your family and all, like that also you have to think. Like I was thinking maybe I'll go for job or maybe I'll go for postdoc. Let's see.
Okay. For masters, what is the stipend? After that, what is the
Now
stipend?
this year actually I was lucky. This year they increased the stipend. Now we are getting 25,000. So next year we will get 32,000 I guess. Then if I am taking MSc exit, it will go back to 25,000. Otherwise it will be still 37 or something. Then it will be equivalent to
37 with all other hostel everything.
hostel is free. Food we have to pay, but food is like less price than like like Mumbai is very pricey city and all, but canteen is much more affordable. Like
Inside the campus.
Yeah, I'm non-veg. I'm eating non-veg. Still, it is below 5,000. Like it is okay. 25,000, 5,000 will go for food. 20,000 in my bank account. Yeah, like that. Also, we have like very great thing about TIFR is we have book grant and like we have a contingency grant. So this first year we'll get 30,000. And next year onwards we will get 60,000 every year. So people are using that to buy iPad, MacBook. Like after you buy, you can give the bill to the institute, then they'll reimburse the amount. So actually that amount is to attend conference and all, like abroad. There will be some foreign conference and all. But people use that to buy iPad, MacBook like that. But they are encouraging, like there is an option if you are going for conference, you can keep the money of 1 year to the next year. Like you can save it. Like so you'll be getting 1 lakh to 20,000. Otherwise you can't. Like you have to spend that in the same year. So actually, if I'm in some other institute, I won't be able to buy some textbook. Like I bought Sakurai. Sakurai is like 7,000 in Amazon. Like if I was not in TFR, I won't be buying that. But I bought that textbook. Like hey, anyway, I'm getting book grant. I can buy that.
Then that grant is for that one only.
That. So I was like, everyone was like, my friends were like, hey, why are you buying Samsung? I was like, that money is to buy textbooks, so I'll buy that. But iPad will be actually useful. Like notes are like finishing very quite fastly. Actually, you can't keep on writing paper. Like iPad is actually useful. I also will be buying iPad, but it's like economically we'll be very satisfied in TFR. Like won't be having any economical trouble.
Not only in TFR, in most of the institute
yeah.
now. Okay. I mean, it's not my time now. You have enough stipends and this contingency that I forgot to discuss yesterday. That contingency grant, lot of small things will be there, so that I mean, people will be happy.
Yeah, but
like maybe society may be saying that okay, you still don't have job, what you are doing, but still it's like a job kind of salary.
In TFR they don't say stipend, they say salary.
Exactly.
They don't say stipend. That's why we are not getting leaves actually. They say you can't go and stay in home for 30 days, like 1 month. You are getting your salary, so you should be here. You can't take. You are like an like employee. Also, in MSc, for MSc, other institute don't give that much stipend. I think 5,000, 7,000. Like ISC also, you won't be getting 25,000. But TFR you get like 25,000 is good money for MSc student. Yeah.
How is the campus? I mean, apart from subject, curriculum, these things.
There is, you can see like there is a scene. Like we are near one side of our TFR is seashore. So whenever you are feeling down and all, you can go there, watch sunset. It's very quite calmful. Like that environment is very calmful. Like People are always maintaining the garden and everything. So Homi Baba founded TIFR. So there is an alga garden and all, like, so Homi Baba used to redesign every time that garden. So it's like after Homi Baba died, however it was, they are keeping it like that. Alga, not algae actually, amoeba, like it's shaped like an amoeba. So everything is well maintained and everything. Like the environment is very pleasant. Whenever you're feeling down or something, you can it's like there is a TIFR tradition, like after every time after you take a meal, there will be a walking, like everyone will be walking around, like there is an area, people like professors, students, everyone will be walking. It's like a TIFR tradition now. After you have your lunch, you'll be walking there. So
Yeah.
people discuss their research.
You will not have acidity issue if you do that.
Yeah. Like that's a good, like if you want to meet some professor, like you don't have to go to his room or something. He'll be walking, you just join him, talk to him, like, sir, can I meet him? They are always open. Like if you don't have to mail sometimes, like you can just walk into some professor's room. But some prefer to mail first. Like whenever they are making, you can just approach him and ask, sir, can I meet you? Even if you are not in that department. So I actually visited some theoretical department professors also. Like you can meet anyone. It's not like you should meet only your like people encourage that also. Like you don't have to only meet your professors like that. You can always approach. They also are very welcome. Like they will be also welcoming you. So you can always visit anyone.
Out of all different departments, theoretical, atomic and nuclear, how many students they took in?
Like this year they took like through GS I think 20 something, like 21 something, and through just I think 10, below 10 I think. But many didn't join our course. Like I-PhD only 17 people are there, and PhD I think some 10. 12.
Okay, only 17 people.
17 people.
So in that one, how many can go to atomic nuclear? How many can go
like
to
then actually many got
atomic nuclear, theoretical, and what else?
atomic nuclear is one department. Condensed matter is there.
Condensed matter.
Then higher energy physics is there. Also, what else is there? So actually the thing is, like higher energy, only one I-PhD student is joined this year. Like many got admission, but they didn't join. Maybe they went somewhere else. The thing is, since there are not, like in my batch there is no girls actually. Girl students are not there, so they won't be tempted to attend. Like one girl student actually got into TIFR. She got in my department, but she didn't join because there was not much company. Like there was not many girl students. So that is also another reason why people are not joining. She went to IIT Bombay, I think. So many got admission, but some didn't opt for TIFR. Maybe sometimes everyone wants to join theoretical department. So sometimes if they don't get the department, they're like, okay, I'm not joining here. I'll go abroad like that. In condensed matter also only 2 students are there. In my department there is 4 students.
17 students. You said 17 I-PhD students.
Yeah.
Maybe around 10 PhD students.
Yeah. And, PhD students are something.
Suppose if you want to opt different courses, maybe in one course 2 to 3 people maybe. There.
Yeah, actually now like after elective courses are there, it will be like like that only 5, 2, 3, like that.
Oh, teacher student ratio is very high.
Very high, yeah.
You can discuss maybe half an hour, 1 hour. It doesn't matter. Yeah.
Actually, there is one course. I don't have that course. AQM, like Advanced Quantum Mechanics. PhD students are hyping that course very much. Like the class will go for like 3 hours, even more. Like, but they are not tired. Actually, that teacher is very good. Like they are very interested in that. Like everything. Like for the instructor, everything is like he can do whatever he want with the course. Like he can decide the syllabus. He can make how much tougher it want, how much easier you want. He can decide how to evaluate. Maybe just a seminar, just assignment. Like he can do that. He have full authority over his course. Like so, every different courses are very different. Like I said, in classical mechanics there is no compulsory attendance or anything. 50% from assignment, 25 from exam. But for quantum mechanics there is 80% attendance problem. And we had to make a term paper presentation, lot of stuff. We had to do lot of stuff. So like the instructor can choose how he want to evaluate and everything. It's very flexible according to him.
Okay. Now, apart from science, any other sports or cultural activities?
But like see, for first year, like first years are one side, seniors are one. Like their life is very different from my life. So when I'm studying and writing exam, there will be like songs coming from gym, songs coming, like we have badminton tournament, like there will be some tournaments and all. Not like IITs and all. We don't have that much programs, but we have programs like some badminton tournament or cricket, football tournaments and all. Yeah, I used to go to gym and all. Then I stopped. I was not getting proper time to study and all. I stopped everything, but yeah, we have some programs and all. Also, the programs will be much more classical. Like the level of TFR people is like that. They won't go for like DJ or like IITs don't have DJ party and all. They'll whatever program they'll be having is much more classical, like classical music and all. I'm not into classical music and all.
Mumbai city is quite into Hindustani
Yeah,
music.
yeah, like every program is like dance, classical music and all. Like not much like youth kind of.
And will they invite people from Mumbai?
Yeah.
Like
Sometimes like yeah, so there will be some auditorium program, like yeah, some famous musician or they'll invite and
okay, you wish to go to either industry or maybe postdoc?
yeah, post.
And academia.
Yeah, I like to teach. Yeah, I want to, like,
You want to go back to your Kerala, or you are okay with any city?
any institute, but yeah, Kerala would be nice, but yeah, any institute.
Okay.
Like after studying for TIFR, I don't think you should first go to some native college. You should work in some IIT or something. Then after some time, maybe I'll go to some, like I always want to teach like 12th standard, 11th standard. Like that time, if you teach, they'll be more in like I want to teach small students. Like I like that kind of thing.
Yeah, you said your father is a social worker.
Yeah. Like sometimes Sar will share his stories, like how he is, what is his intention and all. Actually, that matches quite with me. Like, I always say nowadays, like whatever Sar is saying, that is like Sar is very patriotic. Sar likes to teach Indian people. Like Sar wants people to come to India and teach and like that. Like I like whatever Sar is saying.
What I feel right now is you have abroad perspective, you have that experience,
Then
spend some 10 year, 15 year there, then you come back because one thing is financial security, other one is you will have that perspective.
Yeah.
We need that perspective to should come here.
Yeah.
Either industry perspective or research perspective. They are quite very, very better than us. So both should come to us. Like, suppose if we were discussing yesterday, our industry do not have even 10-year plan. They just plan 1 year or 2 year. So like that research also, they are in abroad, they are quite good. Like you have to go, you should not be too idealistic.
Yeah.
Whatever the best opportunity you have, you should explore.
Yeah, after you should always dream bigger. Like, see, my dream was, okay, in TIFR is the best one, I should be there. Then after reaching TIFR, it should be above that. Not like, I can't now think about like, okay, going to some other college, taking MSc accident, going. If I'm leaving TIFR, I should be going to the next level. Like, should be thinking. Yeah, that is always in my mind. Like, I can't.
Okay, I was quite interested in astrophysics from my schooling itself. Is there a good field department in a TIFR for astrophysics?
Yeah,
Okay,
actually,
wait a second, I'll repeat the question. He's saying, he's interested in astrophysics. How is TIFR astrophysics related research departments group and all?
So I'll tell you one story. Like there was a Malayali friend. She's doing a PhD like project in TIFR. She's from IISER Kolkata. So she actually went to that Indian astrophysics. Like there is an institute for astrophysics in India, right? IA, yeah. So she went there to do a project. So she said after coming TIFR is the best compared to that. Like TIFR is good in like every department we have, it's good actually. But you can go but at the end of the day, you have to match whatever preference you have and whatever they are teaching. So you should go to their site. Every department have their own site. So you can go there and see how they are doing what. Like if you're interested in theoretical, like there is two types. Like cosmology is there in theoretical department, and astro, like if you're much more into instrumentation, like observation and all, you can go to DAA department, astrophysics department. But if you are more into theoretical, you want to do theoretical, then you should opt for theoretical department. They have cosmology department. Like the astrophysics department is much more into instrumentation, not like theoretical, mostly into instrumentation.
What is the maximum span it may take to do a PhD in astrophysics?
It's quite difficult to say. Like theoretical people take a lot of time. Experimental people maybe it's like for six years you can, that is normal time for you, 6 years, and you can extend it for 1 more year with stipend. After that there is no stipend. But if your work is not done, you have to do that. Maybe your guide will provide you some economical something. Maybe that's not sure. But after 7 years, there is no like whatever fees or like whatever extension fees, everything you have to pay. There is no stipend, there is no contingency grant or anything. So yeah, the time they are saying you to finish the PhD is like 6 years plus 1 year for I-PhD. I think for PhD that will be one year less. So like that.
Okay, as I'm a maths-based student by high school, I was not quite interested in programming like that till now. So what are the skills we need before?
If you want to in astro, you should be good in programming.
Coding.
Yeah. Coding, like astronomy is like there was a meme like, so whenever you want to do like astrophysics, you want to observe planets and all, right? So you will be observing Jupiter. So actually, but astrophysics students will be doing, Jupiter notebook. It's a coding. So they'll be doing Jupiter notebook,
Okay.
not the actual Jupiter. So it's more coding than you expect. Like, yeah, you should be good in coding. Yeah. There is coding courses, but see, I was not good at programming and all. It will be harder for you, but you should be good at, like, should try something.
At least able to use
You should at least learn Python. Everyone is using Python. We had one numerical course. I never done Python. Like, I have done some, but I haven't done Python in that depth. So that was actually first time for me. But the sir was quite good teaching. Teaching was quite good. So I was able to study. But if you want to be in astro, you should be well in programming and all. Yeah, they expect you to be good in programming, I think.
do we need any prerequisite knowledge in astrophysics? Do we need to do a project before that like that, or we can just learn after entry?
That is also fine, I think. But if you have done something, some internship or something, that will be good for you. But TIFR is always welcoming. If you have good basics in every physics, they'll be like, see, they also know that we don't have much astrophysics topics in our curriculum, like BSc or MSc curriculum. They also say that. So they have this option, like when you are taking electives, some courses are mandatory, but I think for the astrophysics department, one course you don't have to take. I think I don't remember what course, but you don't have to take that course. Instead of that, you will be taking some astrophysics course. So before you start your PhD, you'll have some exposure in astrophysics. So even if you don't have any previous exposure, it is fine. Like if you are good in physics, they'll take you and you'll have enough time to study astrophysics.
Okay, I got one more student to change his mind. Yeah.
Like while preparing and all, like I saw the people, they are stick to exams and all. Like we should do this one for the exam and more. I didn't saw you like you studied Mariel Bose a lot of times.
Yeah. I like Mariel Bose.
For all the things, you'll go to Mariel Bose and you'll start from the beginning and you'll study.
Yeah.
Like I don't have that mindset. Like I already feel first exams, then that one.
It's like more like I'm not
What to do, I don't know.
Haha.
What's the thing?
It's like more like I'm not comfortable without that. Like if I don't do that, I was like, oh no, I don't know that really. Look, I won't be comfortable doing the problem. Like it's something to do with my mind. Like if I don't know the stuff clearly, if I don't know from the scratch, I'll be like, I don't know that stuff. I don't know that topic. I won't be comfortable. I won't be even doing that problem. Like if that question is asked in the exam, I'll be probably leaving that question because I'll be thinking, I don't know. I'll try to do that problem, whatever I know. But if it's like I haven't studied quite well, I'll be like, I'm not very sure about doing that problem like that. It's something to do with my mind. Like I'm not comfortable without textbooks. I have to study from textbook. I won't trust my own notebooks. I won't trust anyone else's notebooks. So that's something to do with me, I think. Yeah.
Maybe coming from Kannur University curriculum, yes, that may be also another.
Also, like I started that habit. I told you, like from like we say plus 1, plus 2 as higher secondary. So like I started that habit. Like I was not following teacher, like notebook gave by teacher. I'll be studying from textbooks only. I will be reading textbook. The NCERT textbooks. I like the NCERT textbooks very well. Like it's well written textbook. So I'll be reading that NCERT textbook. And the thing is, you'll be learning more stuff from NCERT. Like in the class, teacher won't be teaching. Like teacher will be teaching from her perspective. She won't be teaching some topic, like some examples. But NCERT text is like they'll give you examples. Many examples are there in NCERT textbooks. Like I'm kind of a person like who likes to learn from examples and all. So while reading NCERT textbook, I got to know about much more like applications in our daily life, what we see and all, how that is working and all. Like that was good. Like I kind of developed that habit, and that's now actually a problem for me. Like I can't study from notebooks. I have to go to textbooks every time. I have to go to textbooks like that.
Yeah, that's nice. So his time management skills are very commendable. Like I mean, we used to close class by 8:30 or 9. So at 8:30 he used to start one small test, and he used to request me that, sir, please wait for 5 minutes, I'll finish this test. Like, so I mean, what we think, okay, 8:30, 9 o'clock today is over, am I right? So we don't give value to that half an hour or 15 minutes or even 5 minutes. So his time management skills were very nice. Like, I mean, that's why you could able to do our course like fully. So even though you joined in the middle, you could able to do it so nicely.
Actually, it's very hard to prepare for TIFR by 8 months and all. Like, you won't be finishing, like, it's quite hard actually. Like, that's why Sir also told me, like, you will prepare for JAM. But yeah, I also remember that day, like, Sir was taking his bike and like, Sir, I want to get to TIFR. Like, yeah. So it's hard, but you can do it. It's not like, so some students actually, before joining Sir's course, like, some texted me, like, I think some Kerala students, like, can you do TIFR in this time? I was like, you can do, but you have to put somewhere. Like, also you have to trust Sir. That is another thing. Like, see, compared to other institutes, Sir's teaching method is very different. Sometimes you'll be worried, okay, Sir is teaching very well, but will I be able to do this in the exam? Like, we are studying physics properly, but is this enough to crack? Like, some student was asking me, like, okay, we are doing textbook problems. Is there something asked in exam? But the thing is, while doing those problems, you are getting comforted with the problems asked in the exam. Like, most TIFR just exams, they are, if you just prepare from last year paper or like just prepare equations, that's not enough for TIFR or just. So SAR's method, you have to trust Sir. Mani also, like, me and Mani had common was like, we both trusted Sir very well. Like, Mani was also like, I'm very lucky Mani was there. Like, always, whenever we had some problem, we'll talk each other. Like, the kind of way me and Mani think was very similar. So whenever I had a question, I will go to Mani. Whenever he has some doubt in, like, I was quite good at grasping concepts. So whenever he had some doubt, he'll also ask me, like, that bond was good. Like,
yeah, most of the case you didn't ask question. Money asked
Money questions. Yeah.
Money was consistently maybe evening 8:30 or night 8:30 or something. We used to have 15-20 minute discussion daily.
Money is like, I'm paying.
Okay,
fees.
you are okay.
Money is like, I'm paying fees. I'll ask whatever question comes to my mind. I want to study that. Like, Money was like that.
That's a very good attitude. Like, okay, nice.
Yeah, I used to ask Money, not Sir. Yeah, I used to ask Money. Like, we were roommates actually. After 3 months, we took a rented house here. We were roommates. That was very nice. We used to have a whiteboard and all. We used to discuss. See, we three had, Navani was also in my room. So we three had different skills. Money is good at problem solving. Like I said, I am good at coming up with some ways to do the problem. And Navani is very good at visualizing. Like, he visualizes very nicely. So, like, together you are able to solve many questions. We used to have, like, do some, there is Irido book is there, right? Mm-hmm. So we took that book and we was like, okay, we'll finish this textbook. Like, we didn't finish, but we were doing those problems actually before TIFR. We were preparing like that. That was quite nice. That bonding and like the friends I had was quite inspiring.
Like, I want to, like, when I came here, like, you were, like, always, like, doing, like, TIFR questions. Only, like, when I came here from first, like, you were doing only TIFR questions, like, discussing preset problems. Like, after, like, doing books, you will solve those questions, or, like, how will you actually approach it?
Yeah. See, first, my plan is TIFR, so I'm always into that. So after, Sir will put many tests actually, like JAM questions, just questions. But my first preference is actually TIFR questions or just questions. Just questions are also very nice. And like, I used to do that first. So Money is very quite fast. Like, Money will finish every question. So by the time I'm doing, I have a guy to ask doubts and all. And TIFR questions are very nice to do also. I like TIFR questions. Like, if you read those questions, you'll be like, oh, like, that questions are very interesting. It's not just, I don't know how different it is, but it is different. TIFR questions are, I always get good feeling while doing TIFR questions. Yeah.
So if you get into that enjoyment, then this exam preparation stress will not be there. Like, enjoying the question, like just TIFR, some part of GATE and CSR net question, they are quite enjoyable. Like the way that they are designing the question, like I felt so happy a couple of days back. I don't know which question I don't remember, either just or TIFR, okay? And I saw the question. When I saw the question, I felt so happy. Like,
you feel that you have to.
That commutation relation. I mean, that generator of translation in space. Okay, they gave commutation relation in the question. I wanted to use commutation relation to solve the problem, not my previous idea. Like, keep on digging, okay, found some idea. Like, I mean, like that. You should start enjoying the process actually, like solving Griffith's problem. Very nice, nicely designed problems. Like, if you enjoy the process, then that pressure will not be there. And in the exam hall also, pressure will not be there. Like, I think Siddharth told, I don't know whether you watched his interaction or not. During preparation also you do physics. In exam also you do physics. You will be doing physics. I mean, they will be expecting you to do physics only in exam, am I right? Like, I mean, what many students think, like, okay, books are just not for exam, not for this exam. So that is not the right way to think actually. It's quite hard, for me to convince the crowd, like, okay, books are required for exams. Like, not still convinced. Like, the crowd is not still convinced.
You have to trust sir, guys. Like, see, like, I got all this just because I came here. Like, if I somehow I got into TIFR, I don't know, without coming here, if I somehow got in TIFR, I'll be out of TIFR. The thing is, in TIFR, there is no supply exam or anything. Like, if you failed more than 2 courses, you are out of TIFR. Also, if you fail 1 course, you will be in probation. 1 or 2 courses, you will be in probation period. And then for 1 year, you will be in probation. And in that probation period, if you fail again, you'll be out of TIFR. So, like, TIFR is kind of like that. So if I am not from here, I will be out of TIFR just from the first semester. Like, it's very hard. Like, the course
they won't take you unless you fit for that course. Like, I mean, they have their what you call process. So, I mean, in the exam also, it's not about score. They will check what are the question you attend, and again screening test and interview. They took you so that you finish the course. Like, you don't have to now get scared. What if I couldn't finish the course?
No.
You are there in the campus. You are capable of finishing the course.
The thing is, like, see, just first rank is sitting with me. So the kind of range of students in my class is very different. Like, I am here, just first rank is here. Like, so he also dropped the courses. Like, that time I was like, man, will I be able to finish it? Like, it's very hard. Like, the kind of students we have, they are able to answer questions much more quicker. Like, first week, it was like one guy is checking his laptop and he's answering question. I am checking my book. I am constantly focused on the board, and still I'm like, I don't know that answer. Like, I was not able to follow, sir, that fast. But now after some time, okay, now I also get, like, take some time to adjust to the pace of TF or how they are teaching and all. Like, you don't have to worry, like, you have to adapt.
So, like, if you're, like, in MSc, right, like, you can talk to some professor and, like, you can start your project. Like, for PhD, like, can you start it now or some, like, you can do it quickly, right? Like,
but the thing is, before starting your PhD, you have to do some coursework, right? You can't just directly. So actually, one guy from my department, he's actually working some small project already. So, like, thing is, he already had some exposure from, he have done some internship and all. So he approached one professor and he's like, okay, you can start. So, but I can't do that because I haven't done any internship. He is already good with, like, instrumentation and all. He knows some programming, all those skills he have. So with that skill, he approaches sir. He's not doing PhD, but he's working under that professor. He's doing some project like that. If you're interested, you can approach sir and do. Like, they are actually encouraging us to do something like that during our break, some break and all. They want you to start some small projects with someone because before you start your actual project, MSc project, they want you to be comfortable with lab they want you to be sure which guide you should choose, like that. So you can approach them, but you won't be starting your PhD. But if you're sure of your PhD topic and all, you can do the small project in that topic, like something related to that, and that will be good for your, like, you can complete much more faster your PhD, like that you can do. But actual PhD, you have to finish some credits. I have to credit 100 credits before my PhD, like that. See, some topics are like interdisciplinary, like some topics are in my department that is related to condensed matter. So there will be having some collaboration. Also, high energy physics, they are constantly in collaboration with higher energy physics theoretical department. In the theoretical department also, they have higher energy physics. So there is some collaboration. So if your guide is allowing you to work under, there is some option. Senior was saying, I'm not very, I don't know much, but there is some options. But mostly you'll be doing in your department only, not like, there might be some collaboration.
After TIFR-GS, there are 2 interviews or there is 1 interview and 1 written test? Like, Or is that after just they take 2 interviews?
No, actually, after TIFR-GS, there is one written test and one interview. The thing is, if you gave TIFR interview once, after and like you are applying also through just window, you don't have to give interview again. So whatever whatever interview you gave during the GS time, that will be taken as your score for just also. Also for just, I think there is no there is written test. Maybe there is written test. So okay, you applied through TIFR-GS, you got through TIFR-GS, and they'll give you some rank. After just, if your rank is better, they'll take that rank. So whichever is better, they'll take. If you applied through CSR net, if that is okay, you got good rank in first rank in CSR, and after combining all like written test score, interview score, and everything, your rank is much more better in CSR net. You'll be getting through that. So whichever rank is better, they'll take that.
So, I mean, after just only they will call for screening test interview, am I right? After just exam only.
Like TIFR-GS will be like conducted before that.
Oh, before that. Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, if you qualified through TIFR-GS, okay, you attended screening test and interview. Suppose you didn't qualify. Again, you can enter through just exam.
Yeah,
again?
you can just give your score. You won't be called for interview again. Interview is only once.
Okay.
You
Interview
won't
is
get
only
interview second time. Whatever score you got the first time, that will be used for the final.
Okay. Now, one screening test, whether one stage interview or two stage interview.
One stage, TIFR Mumbai, one stage interview. I don't know about ICTS or Hyderabad. Maybe ICTS have two interviews, maybe. In TIFR Mumbai, only one interview is there. Yeah. First you have to clear TIFR-GS MCQ, that test, entrance test. Then you will be having written test. That is like you have to solve problems. Yeah.
Descriptive. Yeah.
Descriptive. You have to do it descriptively. Then they'll call you for interview. Every time half of the students will be called. Like first they'll take 100 students, then through written tests around 50 students, and then again around 20-25 students, like that.
Yeah, someone pick top 20.
Yeah.
Yes, speak.
In the interview, do they ask you any like your research ideas or proposal or something like that, like for I-PhD?
I-PhD, not much. Like they know that like students coming from many colleges don't have that much. Like they are very considerate. Like TIFR interview, that will be very like they'll be very considerate about it. Like they won't say okay, you can't, if you don't have background in this, you can't do it. Nothing like that. They're always welcoming you. You just have to be good in your fundamentals. Like they will only ask questions from fundamentals. But if you have already done some work in that related field, that will be good for you. But that's not a requirement. See, I haven't done anything like that, but still I managed to get admission. So it's not a necessary, but if you have something like that, that will be good for you, like that.
So since their course, curriculum, teaching, everything is very rigorous, they are quite confident.
Yeah.
If this guy is capable, they are quite confident that they will train him to any department or something. Like they don't care whether you have done anything before or not, but you should be capable with all fundamentals, some like your attitude, those things. I think they may check those things, and they are very confident on their curriculum and courses and all. I mean, that we can see.
Yeah, I remember that word, way of thinking question. So in the written test also, they'll ask way of thinking. Like, see, one guy shared me, he's also in my batch. So his friend actually solved every problem in the written test. He was so confident he'll get in, but he was not called for the interview. So it's not like just solving the problem. It's kind of like how you solve the problem, like the approach. They will even give you half marks for like partial marks for the approach, even if you don't have the like. Okay, you don't know how to integrate one function. You don't remember the integral. They don't care. You just have to write the integral. They'll give you full marks. Like in the exam also. So in the probability exam, there was like we had to do some integral, like some derivative or something. So it's like you don't have to write. You just say how you are going to do. Okay, you will take derivative. Then what will you do? Okay, you take derivative. Then take the log of the answer. If you just write that in sentence, he will give you marks. Like it's not like they are not testing whether you will be able to like that. You can do with your software. Like that is not necessary. You just have to know how to do the problem. That's what they are more concerned with. Yeah. In the written test also, it's not like just solving the problems you will be called. It's like how you are approaching the problem. In the written test question was also nice. Like they asked some graphical questions like how the vector field will be, like some cos theta function, how will be the vector field. I was able to do that correctly. Like those questions were very nice. I think I got through my approach, like how I approach the question. I haven't I did much questions, but my approach was good. I think that that's why they called me, I think. Like Shashank was also there. Like he also did questions well, but he didn't get the call. But I think like after we discussed, I think maybe because my approach was more like they liked my approach, maybe that's why.
Quite unique approach. Then
Yeah,
obviously
like-
they will be interested.
Yeah, that kind of thinking, if that matches with what they want, yeah, they'll call you.
So suppose one gets one call letter for this particular interview. So first you're called and then you have been supplemented with all your tests, that written test. And the same day you give your interview. Is it like?
No, actually, this is 2-day program. Like one day you have to go there and take the do the written test. At the end of the day, in the evening, they'll put a list who and all are selected. Same day you'll know. So next day, if you are selected for interview, you have to come and attend the interview next day. So 2 days you have to be in that institute. For ICTS, it is different. They don't have written test. It's directly interview. So they will just call the like whoever is selected for the interview, they'll just call you.
So like what were the type of questions that you have been asked during it?
So for me, first question was floating problem. Actually, I have shared those questions with Sir. Actually, Sir will share you during the interview. Like if someone gets past the written test and all, Sir will share with you. Some questions, like first question was floating. Actually, that question, like similar question was asked before, and I was able to come up with an idea to do that problem. So for me, it was easy. I did that problem well. So that question was asked by some theoretical professor. He actually taught me in the first semester. He taught me classical mechanics. So that actually while I was plotting, I forgot cos theta values. Like I was not able to remember that. But he was like, okay, fine. You just by an idea, you know, like how it is increasing. So you by that idea you plot that. It was a polar representation plotting actually, not XY Cartesian plotting. Like R theta, you have to R value is also changing, theta value is also changing. How will you plot? Actually, it was a dumbbell kind of shape. So I was able to get that. Then based on that plot, they'll ask, okay, how will you say that this is straight line? There was a line going like tangent line. How will you say that this is straight line? Like you just have to give normal usual like 12th standard basis ideas also. Like I told him like I can find the slope and calculate like if two perpendicular lines are going that they'll make a 45 degree. Like that you can with the slope idea you can find it is like perpendicular. He asked me whether it is perpendicular or not. So I told me like that you can find. They are not expecting like very advanced answers or anything. You just have to like however you want you can solve the problem. Then next question was related to commutation relation. Like okay, you are making there are two observables like commutating observables and non-commutating observables. There is a difference. How that affect the system and all. So I read that part in our class. Like I was comfortable with that part also. Then this classical mechanics question, finding the center of mass of hollow hemisphere. I was not able to do that.
And not
Noether's theorem. Noether's theorem.
Noether's theorem. Okay.
Yeah, not Norton's theorem. Noether's theorem. So I was reading. If you wanted to prepare for TIFR-GS, should have studied David Morin. David Morin questions are even asked in exam actually. Previous questions are from David Morin. So David Morin textbook is very good for TIFR-GS. For preparing interview also you can go through. I was preparing from that actually. Yeah, we had one textbook.
So now the whole mechanics and that
mechanics
part, David
questions,
Morin is the.
It's very good actually. Yeah.
And his problems are also.
Yeah, problems are very. That's why I think like TFR actually takes some questions from. They took some questions from David Morin. Yeah. So you can prepare like that, David Morin. No.
Whether for PhD student they are asking same interview question or any different.
The thing is, PhD interview and PhD interview are different days. So I don't know about their questions. I only know Mani's question. Like Mani shared some questions with me. That's the only thing I know. Mani also, Mani said that whatever plotting question they asked, that was asked for Mani also. So some questions may be similar, some may be some advanced questions. I don't know about PhD students. Yeah. Also, I didn't ask my peer, like whoever was there for interview. The other students, I didn't ask anyone. Like I was so nervous. I don't want to know any questions or I don't want to make anything in my mind. Like I was keeping myself calm. So I didn't ask anyone.
Let us have this live interaction with Mani.
Yeah.
We recorded one. Let us have one live interaction so that you guys can ask him some more question.
So like, did you had any kind of pre-knowledge that yes, you'll get a call letter based on your marks or scores and all?
No. I told Sir I won't be called. Sir was very confident. Like Sir, like after Sir saw like how I'm studying and all, Sir, I don't know. Sir. I thought like sir knew like maybe I'll get into TIFR. Sir was giving me that kind of interview questions and all, like way of thinking questions and all. So, but after the exam, I was like, I don't think I scored half, like 50%. Like we are always like for TIFR just exam, we'll be aiming for 50%, at least 50%. So I don't think I got 50% mark. So I was like, maybe I won't be called, but somehow I got called. I was kind of surprised, but I wanted to get, but I was not hoping to. I was actually preparing for JAM actually. After the TIFR exam, I was like, okay, maybe I won't get, so I have to prepare for JAM. I started to prepare for JAM. Like, you
So it appears like they will keep some question, like they to check the approach.
Maybe.
So they don't care much about total score. I mean, total score also maybe one criteria, but they check what question you attend in the TIFR exam.
Also, I didn't have any negative marks actually. Like I knew how whatever answers I have given. I didn't have much negative. I think one question or something. No, I didn't have any negative marks. In the first section, there is negative mark. And the next section, there is no negative mark and it's 5-mark question. So the thing is, everyone will be answering like randomly, they'll click some answer. If they get by chance 1/4 probability, if they get something, they'll have total marks more than me. But I don't think that they don't.
But who knows? They might have. They may be checking your attitude, isn't it? In that section, okay. I mean, whether you are just bluffing or you are a real talent, isn't it? So
there is no negative marks and the marks is 5 marks. So by luck, if you got something right, you are getting 5 marks. In the first section, there is only 3 marks. So it's very easy to get good marks, but you won't be knowing that. So I don't know how they are checking. They don't release your answer sheet or anything. They just put the list of students who are like selected for the written test.
All are going negative in your exam.
JAM exam also I didn't have negative mark. I didn't have any negative marking. Like I only answered whatever I know. So maybe I should have attempted some difficult questions. Maybe then my rank would be much more. But I didn't go, like I didn't take any risk. I only attended whatever I knew like that. Exams, I haven't realized any like mistake I have made. Like that I don't have much time to go through everything. But in JAM exam, actually I was go through every questions once and come back again. So like I was like sir told like don't focus on only one question. One question can't decide your future. So I was moving on quite fastly, and then I came back to questions once again. So that was there, but TIFR I was not able to. That was the first exam. Like that was the first exam I have given. Like time management, everything was not up to the mark. Like I was not able to manage time well. I was able to go through every question, but not not that well as what I did in JAM exam. In exam, I won't be able. I was not able to correct my mistakes. There was not much mistakes actually. Whatever I did, that was like I knew that was correct like that. Then while studying here in the assignments and all, see, I will be asking money or someone like that. I asked you also. People was also there. These guys are very they are very studious people. They know. I can always go to them and I can ask them. You have to discuss. You have to take advantage of classroom course.
Your approach was different. That I can see when we used to call you on the board. Like even though you don't know, you will somehow solve the problem. Like that was the skill.
One perturbation sum you were giving.
Graphically.
He told he didn't even do perturbation that time.
He solved
it. The problem I don't know.
So it was you can do it with concept.
That is a skill that they expect in just and TIFR exams usually. Not about your memory based question. Now GATE and CSIR net also becoming like that only. Earlier GATE was like formula based, but nowadays again multiple answering question, like they started checking the same thing, similar level like just or TIFR, but types of questions are different. I mean ultimately in the research you have to generate it, am I right? Like I mean you have to generate the ideas at that moment without anything.
Independent thinker.
So okay, when we see some problem in the book or something, we know somebody have solved that one. We know there is a solution for that one. But ultimately, when you keep on learning, you will end up with a situation, you will end up with a problem where nobody have ever solved that problem. Isn't it? Now, you are the everything. You have to generate the idea. Like you have to reach that level. So, I mean, apart from physics, science or something, what else you were interested in? I mean, in your school days, college or now?
Actually, I was a
music or something?
I was NSS volunteer secretary. Like
Oh.
I was leader in NSS and all. I got an award also.
Uh-huh.
I was best volunteer that year in state, Kerala state. Yeah.
Okay.
So that was like kind of like I liked like my father was kind of a leader figure. Like
Uh-huh.
he was very involved in those kind of things. So I was also I kind of had that skill like to be a leader and also yeah.
Social service.
Yeah,
kind
social
of
service
thing.
like that. Yeah, I play guitar. Yeah.
Then why you didn't tell that?
Very nice, sir.
No, actually, like I haven't studied it like officially, like not from any teacher or anything. I study from YouTube, so like that. Yeah.
Nice. I mean, so anyway, you thrive into whatever the peak that is possible. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, that's your mindset. So when you are in those positions, you can always help back to your community. Not like you go back. I mean,
Yeah.
you compromise with your career and help the community. When you are in that position, you will even small your 5-minute time will be helpful for your community, or your guidance will be helpful for back to your community. I mean, like that. I mean, you don't have to
Yeah.
worry
I'm doing
about.
that.
Yeah. On Google Meet.
For just exam, you were not able to clear because of StatMech.
Yeah, actually that year.
You didn't do thermodynamics also.
Like I was able to do, but see, I think I got like cutoff was like 30 or something. I got like around that. I was not.
36, I think.
What was this cutoff actually?
For PhD it was less, 28 or something.
28. No, I-PhD.
For I-PhD, it may be.
I don't know. Like
For PhD it was 36 and 32. I think.
something like that. Yeah. Like 10 questions are from around 10 questions were from StatMech and like I don't know. I was not able to do those questions actually. Yeah, StatMech I was not comfortable actually that time. Yeah.
So the reason I'm asking because I haven't prepared the same topic. StatMech.
Yo, you should. See, the thing is, but next time they won't ask. Like, just exam is conducted by different institute, different year. Also, that time, just exam, there was some technical issue and all. Some guy will come and turn off your computer suddenly. Like, there was some issue, some glitch was there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The exam
so-
started by like 10:30 and all.
Yeah, that was good for me. Like, so I went to toilet that time and I was thinking, I knew one question, so I was thinking about that question during those time. Like, they surprisingly shut down your laptop because you won't get to see the question and you won't remember the question. But I was remember the question and I was doing that question.
In mind.
Yeah.
You get okay, nice.
Yeah, you should prepare like if you finish our course, like our course is like we are finishing almost every topics in just right, sir. Yeah, we will be finishing. I don't know now. Did you change the syllabus or same?
No, I wanted to add condensed matter. Maybe 4 more class I may
Okay.
add because now we are finishing bit early than earlier. But other than that, the same curriculum
Okay.
because finishing that one is a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then like in just there is no condensed matter, right? Yeah, they don't ask.
One question they may throw on basic semiconductor like PN junction.
That is
From the
electronics.
electronics
Yeah,
point of
electronics.
view.
Yeah. Just if you prepare, like our course is very well designed for just like whatever is taught will be asked in just like so you have that you should do StatMech. You have time. Exam is on March, right? You have enough time. Yeah.
This time February.
Oh.
But they may postpone it. But still, I mean, you have time. You have time because we completed quite okay. Like not according to the plan, but still we completed quite a bit. I mean, early only this time compared to last time because it was very huge. So you have enough time, 1.5 months, so you can do that one.
Yeah, do revision also. Revision is very important. Yeah. So before joining, they'll give you an option to choose either HRA, like they'll give you HRA or hostel. So if you choose hostel, you can stay outside for 3-4 months as you wish. You have to just fill a form and give. But if you choose HRA, you won't be able to get into hostel after that. So they won't allow you after that. So after some time, you may feel like, okay, this is not working. I will stay in hostel. That won't be possible. And I would say stay in hostel. Like in Colaba, it's very hard to the rooms are very rent is too much. And our hostel is very nice. It's not air conditioned or anything, but after see in your third year, you will be getting your own room. And second year, first year, you will be having to share with 3 or 4 people. And next year, you will be in 2 sharing room. After that, you will be in single room. So that is much more comfortable and all. So hostel is good actually. And they will clean twice a day. They will come and clean. Like you don't even have to clean your, like in canteen you don't have to clean your plate or anything just to keep it there. Like everything is, you're kind of in luxury life in TIFR. Like everything they'll take care of. You just have to study.
Yeah. Now also everything has been care. You have to study.
Yeah. Also, there is also MSc exit, not MSc, kind of MSc exit for PhD also. Okay, after coming there, you are not satisfied. See, for some people, TIFR is not the place. They should go for abroad. Like TIFR also have some limit. Like it's in India, and like kind of limitation we also have. Like for some people, they are so bright that they should not be in TIFR. If that is easy for TIFR, is so easy for them, they should be going to some other place. It's not. It should not be easy for you. It should put work to get there. Like see that guy who finished, he's from IIT Delhi. He cleared all the courses. It is easy for him. Sometimes I think maybe he should have tried for something else, but it is not that easy for him. Like some other institute, Princeton or something, maybe he should have tried. But he chose TIFR. That's also good. So yeah, you should always challenge yourself, I think.
After climbing one peak, there is
Yeah, yeah.
always another peak to climb.
Yeah.
You see something else
Yeah.
further. Yeah.
But so in TIFR, like people are like, see, my flatmates, they are very. I have one senior there, so whenever I have some issue with assignment, I'll go to him. He's like, if I give him a question, he won't be satisfied until he get the answer. Like, give me 5 more minutes. Give me 5 more minutes. I'll do this problem. I'll like, okay, it's fine. You do your work. No, I'll do this. Like, they are also very nice people. You can approach them, but they also have their assignments do and all. But like everyone in TIFR is approachable. No one is like, I won't help. Like maybe some people are there, but it's not like, not because they are egoistic or anything. They just want to do their work. But most of the people I have approached, they were very friendly and all. Like,
And they love to take challenge, am I right?
yeah, they love to take time. They are like, one guy was like, hey, did you guys see GS paper? I'm going to try that paper this year. Like, he said every TIFR student, after getting admission, they should give TIFR exam every year so that they can say, okay, I'm still eligible to be in TIFR. Like that. Yeah, people, they want to take challenges. Yeah, they're like that.
We asked that question.
Nothing. Now nothing.
he didn't tell.
Actually, now I'm not doing anything. See, I brought my guitar there. So after semester started, the last time I played was like after all the exam was over. Then I was not playing guitar also. See, I'll go outside sometime. Like we have that seashore and all. So we go there sometimes. Or we just like talk with, like we'll be having some, we'll be talking with seniors and all. See, every month, 29th or 20th, we'll be getting our stipend. So that day we'll have ice cream party, like everybody will order ice cream. So that is there. Yeah, like people are like nice in my flat. So we talk, that's how we get out of frustration and all. Nothing, no, not much activity. I used to play football and all. Then I stopped. Like they start, see, for PhD students, some of their courses, like some of their subjects are taught in like from 5:30 to 7:30, that timing. So night. So they won't be able to play before that. So they'll start playing from 7:30 that time and all. I can't manage in that time. So everything. First year, you should. Everyone will say you should focus on your coursework. Like after that, you may have some. Like second year onwards, you have much more time. So like. Yeah, everyone is saying you focus on your coursework like that. No, like, okay, see, like one problem for every student after coming here is like, they'll be saying like, okay, I'll prepare for this exam. Like, but Sarah will also say like, don't do that. I also say, don't do that. Like, you should always have plan B, plan C. Like, see, for me, I cleared TIFR-GS. Then JAM score, it's okay, I will get into IIT, but not into premier IITs. Like, okay, I can get into IIT Guwahati. I got IIT Madras in the last round. So, like, I also gave GATE. Like, everything, whatever exam I can give, I gave all those exams. So, like, you can't be sure. Maybe in that day, you may be unlucky. Something will happen. Like, maybe you are having some medical emergency that day. You won't be able to perform well. So, you should always try for like every exam, whatever exam you can give that. Like you can always do your, like, see, for a BSc student, you can always finish MSc and try again for TIFR or try again abroad. That option is always there for it. So IIT is good for, like, actually in teaching. If you want to study well, I think like IITs are good in teaching and all. Like they are not much concentrated on research. Here people are much more concentrated on research than teaching. So one of my senior, he went to HRI just so that he can get good MSc. So he knew that teaching is good at HRI. So he went to HRI, finished his MSc. He's actually publishing a paper. His MSc paper is actually getting published in a good magazine or something. So he did his MSc from HRI. Then he he applied for TIFR. So there are options for if you don't get TIFR first option.
Okay, now you are enjoying your time and
Yeah. Father told come here, chill for some days. Yeah, then go back, study again. Yeah, like I'm now okay with that. Like it's now like but I had a problem. Like see, I thought like okay, we don't have class for 1.5 months. Okay, I thought okay, 1 month I'll go stay in my home. Then sir is like, you can't go like that. You in a year you have 22 working day paying like paid leaves.
paid leave.
So he said, after he said that, I was so nostalgic. I feel like I'm not a guy who get homesick very often. Like, but after he said that, I was homesick. Like, oh man, I can't go home. I was like that. Then after coming here, now everything is fine. Yeah, like some things you have to sacrifice. Like, see, coming here also. See, I came here just after finishing my BSc. That's the time when like our classmates are reuniting, like going to some friend's house, staying there, having sleepovers and all. So I missed all those stuff because I want to get into TIFR. So just after finishing my exam, I came here. So I was able to attend electro-time. So I had to make some sacrifices. But my father says, at some point in your life, you have to make some sacrifice or you have to do hard work. Sir also say like that, okay, some people are in TIFR because they did hard work during JEE mains or advanced. So you didn't do that. You had to do hard work at some point in your life. So you do the hard work now. You get that.
And that's again in December. One is Christmas. After that, New Year, and this second half of the year is so many lot of festivals like Diwali, Ganesh Chaturthi. Everything comes in this time only. Like that is the very hard. Like
my family.
You went for Christmas during our course.
Actually, after TIFR exam, I went home. After TIFR exam, I went. Till TIFR, I was like, I'm not going to take any risk. So we have Onam. Onam is very much celebrated in Kerala. So my family asked like, can you come? I said, no, I can't come. You guys come here.
We went here to some meals or something.
That is the
Onam. That is Onam only.
That is Onam.
Yes.
So that same day, they like my family came here to visit me. I didn't go home. So I told them I can't come there. Like I won't be coming. After TIFR exam, I went once.
Without sacrifice, you don't expect some miracles.
Because in my whole like schooling, I'm not a guy who study every day. Like I'm like a guy who study just before the exam day. Like I didn't have this discipline. I was quite like proud of that. Like that time I was like, okay, I can just study in one day and I can clear exam. But after coming here, I realized that was dumb actually. Like if you want to be in a research field, you should be studying every day. You should be doing that every day. You should be regular. So I have to make the sacrifice now.
That's right. That overconfidence that because that paper was not challenging in BSc or MSc. A day before exam you study and we feel usually proud of that. Okay, I just study very less and I scored well. But when national level competition is concerned, we were nowhere actually. Yeah, that's very good thinking. He also did like that. Went home many times. Lot of responsibility actually. Responsibility that he can't avoid. That's why you're smiling.
He invited me also. I was not able to go for that. He invited me for that wedding. Now also I'm not getting time. So Priti, our previous student, she came there for some internship or something. She was in Mumbai. She asked, told me okay, we'll meet. But that time that was just before my exams, 1 week before my exam. So I was like, sorry, I can't go. If I go there, still I have to make sacrifice. Now I'm in TIFR, where I wanted to be. But it's not like, okay, now everything is done now. It's not like that. I have to just continue whatever I was doing. I have to continue that.
Morning, waking up again.
Everything is. But now it's I'm a night person. I'll stay till 2 and then sleep.
Okay.
Just go to class. Like that.
That's why I'm saying. You should have a multiple exam as a target because we don't know what goes wrong in one exam. So now you have 3 exams in series, am I right? 3-4 exams in series GATE just GATE just and
CSIR, JAM.
CSIR net JAM. For BSc student 2 exam, for MSc student 2 exam, am I right? CSIR, MSc student 3 exam, CSIR GATE and JUST. For BSc student 2 exam, JAM and JUST exam.
Just
like
exam.
I mean, when you, and again separate ISR exams. Like I mean, yeah. You were also studying around 12-13 hours, I think. 6 months. Otherwise,
Yeah, I was
homework would
actually-
not be completed in 6 months. 6-month course.
I was sad, like he was very worried, like he didn't get some exams and all. I wanted him to get into some exam. I wanted, like, you're studying so well, like, he will be plotting, like when we are leaving, he'll be in the board and he'll be plotting like spherical harmonics, he'll be doing that. Or, yeah. That's why, like, if you do put in some hard work, you'll get some result. Like, yeah, like I always had the feeling like, okay, if you put that hard work, maybe that won't work in some extreme cases, but still you'll be getting somewhere. Yeah, I was very happy after he got 200 rank in Gale. Yeah.
Could you please suggest us how we can improve our course? Because you have done it very rigorously. One thing is, I will try to add David Morin, I mean that Newtonian and those part of the physics into our course. I think this January we have some time.
Okay.
I can teach something for JAM, but I planned again some wave oscillation, those quite part. Like in JAM, there are not many Newton's law application problem.
Not to application level.
But in TIFR and JUST exam, I think some tricky Newton's law application problem will be there, which I feel they will evaluate you on that basis. So I will include. Apart from that, I mean,
So first thing was like, yeah, like you said before, like revision is important. Like we are studying it, like all the topics in much more depth. That after we finish one subject, we'll be fully in that subject only. Like we'll be forgetting some topics from the previous. So it is very hard to, like, without revision, it is very hard to perform in the exam. Like we know stuff. We know, okay, we studied everything very properly, but you are studying everything into the depth so that you don't, like, many students don't have that much capacity to keep those things. But that's why I actually spent, like, I missed the class and I went for revision because
you went to do. That's what the right decision.
I knew that otherwise I won't be getting TAF. So I was like, I should do revision. So the revision helped actually. So Sari is now saying, like, we finished the course early, so you guys will be getting much more revision. Revision is very important for our course. Like, we know we have covered more topics than any other institute, I think. Revision is the one thing we have to take care
For
of.
6-month course, it was not possible to do the revision. But 1-year course, I planned properly in that batch also. But 6-month course, that batch, our course went up to January 15, I think. Electrodynamics was the last subject. That electrodynamics won't end at all. Still, if you do that 4-vector and tensors, I mean, it is required in the 12th chapter. I mean, it won't end at all. So this time also electrodynamics only hurted little bit. Like otherwise, I planned a small revision before TFR. It didn't went well. So that's why next time during electrodynamics, I have to take 3 classes per day. So that electrodynamics is very headache. Like we will keep on doing it, won't end at all. So even one more month we can do. Like I mean, that much very big syllabus.
Yeah,
So,
for us, I think 2 months we went. 2 months.
So I think next time, even for 1-year course also, I will schedule morning as well as evening. Somehow, electrodynamics is, even quantum mechanics, after some time we can go fast. But electrodynamics, still new concepts are keep on coming. Like it won't end at all. So that was the hardest part. But 6 months, I mean,
Like for the, like, to finish assignments on, like, a lot of things are taught in one day. To finish everything was difficult for
difficult. For 6-month course, for 1 year they can do it.
1 year, like, Mani was having plenty of time. I will be doing assignment, like, Mani will be reading, what is the guy's name? David Thong's lectures and all. He read everything. Like, he read David Thong's lectures, thermodynamics, that one textbook is there, like, thermodynamics book is.
Lundell and Blundell.
Zimansky, he read that also. He was reading all the texts, so he had a lot of time actually. Like for 1 year course.
Because only one topic were running per time. In
That
6-month course, many time I ran 2 topics per time. So that's why we are pushing 1-year course more. But still, I mean, more people will come for 6-month course only. So, but next time I have to be very cautious while handling electrodynamics. That is the thing. Even potentials and field, again one more concept will come. Radiation one more, then again relativity. It won't end at all. Like
Yeah.
it's not like you did statics, electrostatic, not
No,
ending.
no.
So quantum, after your 3D and angular momentum,
It is.
within
yeah.
1 week I can complete the further part. Those are all methods actually. Like everything else is application, but electrodynamics is more larger, more energy
Time consuming.
consuming.
Yeah, actually in JAM also now they are asking little bit
Asking-
advanced question. Yeah,
Ah.
not like just crystallography, like
Crystal-
what
yeah,
shape. There are like actually SARS class was better. Like if I didn't attend, I was like okay, I did something in my BSc, I studied something. I was going through some like some book was there about crystallography. Not much in depth, like surface level for JAM. But then before the exam, I went through SAR's class. SAR was teaching whatever SAR was teaching. That was in good depth actually. So that was needed actually. Like the time like last year JAM exam was not like direct question from crystallography. Like you needed some knowledge in that. Not like okay, if you know this shape, you know this, you can do that. Like you needed some idea what is happening, how the directions are coming, how SAR used the wave vector and all, right? K and all, yeah.
K vector.
That was required actually. Like it was not very direct. Like now they are also giving some good questions. JAM.
So I think in condensed matter, I mean, I need to design more better assignments like from Charles Kittle, from that V Raghavan textbook. I didn't create much assignments. Like Mani was telling, like if there is no assignment, I feel it's quite incomplete. Like you give us some assignment from some book. Like I mean, after some time he got addicted to that process. Do book problem and then go to MCQ.
Yeah.
He's not ready to go to MCQ before
Directly,
doing
yeah.
any book problem, because I mean for some topic I was feeling these book problems are not coming, like I mean exam questions are different from book problem. Why
yeah.
to solve that book problem? Let us understand the theory and go to the exam problem. So
Thermodynamics also we had the issue, I think. Yeah.
thermodynamics also, I mean
Yeah.
they are asking different questions only, so not from any book or something. They are designing question like in optics also. So yeah. Okay, anyway, so lunchtime.
Yeah.
So thank you Alvin for this interactive session, and thank you so much for being part of SN Bose Physics Learning Center. And so it means a lot actually. I mean when some interested student, hardworking student comes here, and they will motivate others and grab others also along with them. It was very important for us actually. And as I told, I mean many other students went and bought that keypad mobiles
Keypad
actually. So it was a very good thing. And thank you so much for this session also. All the very best for your future endeavors. And again, as you, as Alvin being Alvin, I mean, like you always target for the best.
Yeah.
Okay, in TFR best, after TFR, what is the
Best,
best
yeah.
possible? You again keep targeting and keep hiking those hills. So thank you so much for this session. All the very best for your futures.